You realize sometimes you're really trying hard for something, a job, business, money, health, and despite all the efforts you put in, you're just not getting what you want. And you're wondering, what do I do now? My name is Milind Jadhav. I'm a certified life coach, and today we're going to talk about a fundamental life principle which is about you getting what you want in life. You see, when you chase things, they run away like animals, lovers, money, right? Cats, especially. When you meet somebody really cute at a party and they tell you, I'll call you next week, and you hang around near your phone all of next week waiting for their call. You're desperate for their call. They call, they don't, right? Let's say you want to sell something, a house or a car, and you keep waiting for somebody to show up and buy. How many people show up? Nobody. And you drop the price, still nobody. Or let's say you go to a restaurant and you're really hungry that day and you are in a hurry for a meal, and that's the day the waiter forgets your order. You see, there's a principle over here, okay, which is at play. The principle is that of desperation. When you're too attached to things, no, you screw it up. When you're too desperate, you push things away. You create a repelling energy that really creates an obstacle between you and the thing that you want. So, what's the solution? What do? Relax a little, detach. So, let's see how detachment works. You see, the whole year, imagine you've been trying for a job and you had 2 interview calls. That's all. Okay. And finally, in December, you got the job that you wanted and you signed on the dotted line. You signed on the appointment letter, and guess what? The next week, 3 new interview calls, and you're wondering, yeah, when I wanted interview calls, I didn't get. And now how come I'm getting interview calls? There's a principle at work over here. You're not desperate, you're relaxed because now you don't need it, right? And that's how life responds. It gives you what you want when you don't need it. It's weird, but that's how it is. That's why the rich get richer, because they don't need the money. They're not desperate for it. That's why when you're struggling for business, you won't get it. But when you already have business, when you're in that relaxed state, you'll get more and more and more of it. Also remember, we're talking about being detached. We're not talking about being disinterested. We're talking about being determined at the same time. So you got to say, I want this interview. Okay. You got to say, I want this job. I'm going to give my best here. I'm going to practice in front of the mirror. I'm going to go totally prepared for this interview. I'm going to buy new shoes. Maybe if I have hair, I'll probably get a haircut. And I'm going to really kill it in that interview. I'm going to be super confident. And I'm going to come out of that interview and then I'm going to forget about that interview. And I'm going to prepare for the next one. That's it. I'm not going to wait day and night. Oh, have they reverted? Have they reverted? No, forget it, right? That's called being determined and yet being detached. I'm going to tell myself, maybe they'll hire me, and that'll be great if this company hires me. And if they don't, it's okay. Maybe some other company will hire me. It's okay. Maybe I'll win this time, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll fail. Maybe next time I'll win. I'm going to be determined. I'm going to make it happen. But it's okay. My life and my happiness is not dependent on this. That's called being detached and yet being determined. That's the secret. That's what you do. That's what makes life work. So in a nutshell, what are we saying? You got to be determined and detached, not desperate and attached. That's the secret to getting whatever you want in life.